ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and my fellow seekers of a better life. Today, we gather to talk about something that lies at the very core of our existence. The decision to be active, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and in all facets of our lives. Today, we talk about the power of showing up, day by day, for yourself, for your dreams, and for your future. The topic of our conversation is a powerful truth, one that sometimes feels difficult, elusive, or even impossible. The need to force yourself to be active day by day. Yes, I said it. Force yourself. It may sound harsh or uncomfortable at first. We live in a world that often tells us to wait until we feel motivated, until the inspiration strikes, or until life somehow aligns perfectly with our aspirations. But if we wait for that elusive moment of perfect readiness, we'll find ourselves standing still, watching life pass us by. The truth is, real change doesn't come from waiting for the right moment. It comes from doing, from acting, from pushing yourself forward, step by step, even when you don't feel like it. Why do we need to force ourselves to be active? Let's face it, life is challenging. There will always be obstacles in our path, both external and internal. You may face setbacks, criticism, self-doubt, and moments where everything seems to be working against you. But here's the thing. Those who succeed aren't the ones who never face challenges. They are the ones who keep moving forward in spite of them. Success isn't about avoiding difficulty. It's about embracing it and moving through it, day by day. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is simple. Action. Consistent, disciplined, determined action. And here's the catch. You won't always want to do it. You won't always feel like getting out of bed, hitting the gym, working on your side hustle, or studying for that exam. But let me tell you, growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from the moments when you push yourself beyond what you thought you could do. When you force yourself to take action even when your mind and body are telling you to stay where you are. Let's break it down. Why should you force yourself to be active, day by day? First, because momentum matters. When you take action, even in the smallest ways, you create momentum. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small, slow, and seemingly insignificant. But as it continues to roll, it grows in size and speed. That's how progress works. You start small, with little steps, but over time, those steps compound, and before you know it, you're moving with a force that's unstoppable. Think about it. Every major achievement in human history, every great invention, every groundbreaking discovery didn't happen overnight. They were the result of daily effort, of persistence in the face of adversity. You have the same potential within you, but you must be willing to take the first step, and the next one, and the next one. Force yourself to be active, and momentum will carry you to places you never thought possible. Second, because discipline creates freedom. You might think that forcing yourself to be active sounds like a limitation, like a restriction on your freedom. But here's the paradox. Discipline is what actually creates freedom. When you have the discipline to take action every day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, you gain control over your life. You're no longer a victim of circumstance, waiting for things to happen to you. Instead, you become the creator of your own destiny. When you develop the habit of consistent action, you free yourself from the chains of procrastination, self-doubt, and regret. You no longer have to wonder, what if, or feel frustrated by the things you didn't do. You take control, and in doing so, you unlock the freedom to live life on your terms. That freedom only comes through discipline. The discipline to be active, to show up, to keep going. Third, because you are building resilience. Life will throw challenges your way. That's inevitable. There will be times when you stumble, when you fall, when everything seems to be going wrong. But when you force yourself to be active, day by day, you are building a foundation of resilience. Each time you push through discomfort, you are training yourself to be stronger, more adaptable, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Think of it like strengthening a muscle. Every time you push yourself to be active, to take action, even when it's hard, you are flexing that resilience muscle. And over time, it grows stronger. You'll find that the things that once seemed impossible, the challenges that once seemed insurmountable, are now within your reach. You become tougher, more resilient, and more prepared to handle life's inevitable ups and downs. But let's be clear, this isn't about being perfect. It's not about never feeling tired, never feeling discouraged, or never making mistakes. It's about showing up anyway. It's about choosing to take action even when things aren't ideal. It's about progress, not perfection. Every small effort counts. Every time you choose to act, to move forward, to take a step, you are reinforcing the habit of persistence. So how do we begin this journey of forcing ourselves to be active, day by day? Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself with massive, unrealistic goals that will leave you feeling defeated before you even begin. Instead, focus on the small, manageable actions you can take each day. Maybe it's going for a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's spending 15 minutes working on that project you've been putting off. Maybe it's making one healthy choice at each meal. The key is to start, to build the habit of action, and to let that momentum grow over time. Next, hold yourself accountable. Find ways to track your progress, whether it's through a journal, a daily checklist, or a trusted friend or mentor who can help keep you on track. Accountability is powerful. It's a reminder that you're not alone in this journey, that there are people who care about your success and who will support you in staying active day by day. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Understand that there will be days when it feels harder than others, when you may fall short of your goals or feel overwhelmed by the challenges you face. That's okay. What matters is that you don't give up, that you keep coming back day after day with the determination to keep moving forward. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about persistence. Ladies and gentlemen, the path to success is not paved with ease and comfort. It's paved with effort, determination, and the willingness to keep going, even when it's hard. But here's the truth. You are capable of more than you realize. You have within you the strength, the resilience, and the potential to achieve great things. But you must be willing to force yourself to be active, day by day. When we talk about being active every day, we're not just referring to physical movement, though that is important. We're talking about engaging in all areas of your life. Your mind, your relationships, your dreams. It's about creating a lifestyle where progress and growth are non-negotiable, where stagnation has no place. We live in a time where distractions are everywhere. Social media, entertainment, constant notifications, they all pull us away from the things we know we need to do. It's so easy to fall into the trap of doing what's comfortable rather than what's necessary. But here's the thing. Comfort is a killer of progress. Comfort keeps you in place while your potential sits dormant, waiting for you to tap into it. Forcing yourself to be active isn't about waiting for the perfect circumstances to align. It's about creating the right circumstances through your effort. Every time you choose action over inaction, you're teaching yourself that you are in control. You are reinforcing the idea that you are capable of directing your life, that you are the driver of your own journey. Now, I want you to imagine this. Every day that you force yourself to be active, you are building a new layer of self-trust. You are proving to yourself, over and over, that you are someone who shows up. That builds confidence. And confidence, my friends, is a game changer. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you cultivate through consistent action. The more you do, the more you accomplish, the more you realize that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. You don't get confident by thinking about action. You get confident by taking it. Let's talk about the power of habits. Forcing yourself to be active day by day means establishing the right habits that will carry you forward. When you turn action into a habit, it becomes second nature. You no longer have to think about whether or not you'll do what's necessary. You just do it. It becomes automatic, a part of who you are. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning and debate whether or not to do it. It's just a part of your routine. That's how being active should feel. Automatic, habitual, ingrained in your daily life. But building these habits takes time. It takes effort. And yes, it takes forcing yourself, especially in the beginning when it's uncomfortable. The first few days or weeks of a new habit are often the hardest. But if you push through, if you stick with it, you'll find that it becomes easier. That's the beauty of persistence. It turns hard things into things that are manageable, and eventually, into things that are easy. One of the most important aspects of forcing yourself to be active is learning to silence that voice in your head that says, "I don't feel like it." That voice is always going to be there. It's the voice of comfort, of fear, of laziness. But you don't have to listen to it. You are stronger than that voice. Action is the antidote to doubt. Every time you choose to act, you are quieting the doubts, the fears, the insecurities that try to hold you back. You are proving to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses, that you are capable of more than you give yourself credit for. And let me tell you this. The satisfaction that comes from pushing through that resistance is unparalleled. When you accomplish something, knowing that it was hard, knowing that you didn't feel like doing it but did it anyway, that's where true pride comes from. That's where growth happens. Every day, you have the choice to either give in to excuses or to rise above them. When you force yourself to be active day by day, you are choosing growth. You are choosing to become the best version of yourself. And that version of you is waiting for you to show up, waiting for you to take action. Life is short, and time is limited. Every day that passes is a day you will never get back. So ask yourself this. What are you waiting for? What excuse is holding you back? Whatever it is, it's not stronger than you. You have the power to overcome it. You have the power to decide that today is the day you take action. Success isn't a destination. It's a process. And that process happens day by day, step by step. Every small action you take builds on the last one. Every time you push yourself forward, even just a little, you are moving closer to your goals. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't reach the peak in one giant leap. You get there by taking one step at a time. Some days, the climb will be steep and challenging. Other days, it might feel easier. But no matter what, you keep moving. You keep climbing. And eventually, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. I want you to understand something important. You are capable of incredible things. You have within you the potential for greatness. But that greatness will not reveal itself unless you work for it, unless you force yourself to be active every single day. So, what can you do today? Maybe it's something small, making that phone call you've been putting off, writing the first page of that book you've always wanted to start, or going for that walk to clear your mind. Whatever it is, do it today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for motivation. Just do it. When you force yourself to be active day by day, you are building a foundation for long-term success. You are setting yourself up for a future where you achieve your goals, where you live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Remember, the hardest part is starting. Once you take that first step, momentum begins to work in your favor. The more you do, the more you want to do. And before you know it, being active becomes a part of who you are. But here's the most important thing. You have to trust the process. Results won't always come immediately. Some days, it will feel like you're not making any progress at all. But don't let that discourage you. Trust that every action you take, no matter how small, is moving you forward. Even on the days when you feel like you're taking 2 steps back, you're still growing. You're still learning. You're still building the strength and resilience you need to keep going. So don't give up. Don't stop. The road to success is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and obstacles. But every time you force yourself to be active, you are equipping yourself with the tools to navigate that road. You are building the endurance to keep going, no matter what. So, my challenge to you is this. Commit to yourself. Commit to being active every day, no matter how you feel. Commit to taking action, even when it's hard. Commit to showing up for yourself, because you are worth it. Your future depends on the actions you take today. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Take that first step. Force yourself to be active, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. So, as you leave here today, I challenge you to take action. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Start today. Take that first step, and then take another tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Force yourself to be active, and watch as your life begins to change, as you begin to grow, as you start to achieve things you once thought were out of reach. Remember, success is not something that happens to you. It's something you create one step at a time, through your actions, your determination, and your willingness to keep going day by day. The future is yours to shape, but it requires you to show up, to be active, and to keep moving forward, no matter what. Thank you.